Right now, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the interactive experience. This is episode number 134. My name is Chris Taylor. With me, to my right, Sal DiNardo,
Hey, what's up?
and to my left, Mr. Mark Bunn.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, so it's been a while.
Pretty much,
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
I was waiting for
sorry,
someone to sing that
it's been a
line.
while.
There you go.
So we suck. Honestly, I had so much shit going on this last couple weeks. Fan Expo, Scotch Sporting Day. It was just like 2 weeks in a row of like Sundays just booked solid. So
hmm
hopefully now we're gonna get back to a more regular schedule.
Hope you guys liked the last episode me and Mike did. I don't know if you heard it yet, but
I again have had very little free time this past and what's good is I'm coming into like a little bit of a lull before it gets crazy at work. So it's
nice.
like yeah, so I should be able to catch up on things over the next week or two. So let's do what we always do and get into what's coming out this week. And the first thing
Ooh,
on the list is something Mark informed me of last night that I had no idea. But the Batman Telltale episode 2 comes out on Tuesday.
Yes,
So
it does.
awesome.
I was playing it
cool.
yesterday just because it was Batman Day
Right.
yesterday.
Of
And,
course.
well, I also had to redo mine because I accidentally over wrote my originals because
Ah,
I
Nice.
can figure out how to get a second game save file. You have to go from settings from the original menu, not after.
right. So, okay, so
And
that's.
actually,
Yeah.
the second time I played it, um, people were more brutal to the guy that you hang, the interrogation.
Yeah.
It went because when I originally did, most people were the non-violent ways,
Yeah.
and then when I did yesterday, the percentage went to 54% people who were more aggressive in the interrogation.
Right. Good. So also coming out a game called Cossacks 3. That's on
I
Windows.
remember
So I
that being
assume
a
the
pistol.
other two were big hits, and that's why there's a third one.
Yeah.
Real time strategy game made by
Mm.
a Ukrainian company. So there you go. Ukraine strong.
Mm.
There we go. Dear Esther Landmark Edition is coming out for PS4 and Xbox One. This is a free to play. Blah blah blah. I don't understand what it is, but cool. That's out on Tuesday as well. H1Z1 King of the Hill, I believe I thought was already out, but it's coming out for the Windows. Um, NBA 2K17 is listed as the 20th, even though it came out on Friday. They had early tip-off edition, which is like if you pre-ordered it, you got it 3 days early. But basically, they're like, fuck it, we'll just sell it anyways. So it's been out since Friday. A game called Seraph is coming out for the Windows. Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse is coming out for the 3DS. There you go, Mark. That's one for you.
Yep.
Nice.
A game I'll
Uh,
buy, not open.
Perfect. Another one for you. Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters Daybreak Special Gigs. Could you make it any more words?
Yes,
Okay.
that's a
That's
short
on
form version of it.
that's on the PS3, PS4, and Vita. What? Who is
What was that
operating a
noise?
vibrator?
Sorry, that was my dryer.
Okay. It sounded like a vibrator.
Mhm.
Could have been that, but yeah.
The Bunker is coming out on Windows and PS4. Wheels of Aurelia is coming out on Windows. Zenith is coming out on Windows and PS4. Firewatch is finally coming out on Xbox One. For some reason, not listed here. Uh, the Destiny pack Rise of Iron is coming
Rise of
out.
Iron.
And I left that for last on purpose because I want to talk about it with Mark. Because Mark's really
Mhm.
excited about it.
Yeah, I'm like back into it hardcore. I've
Right.
been grinding out the last 3 weeks of my other two characters actually to
Oh.
get them up to a decent
See,
light level.
I was gonna just I'm gonna delete one of my because I have the one character like remember the last one. Hey, get a free level 25 character.
Right.
So with this one, you get a free level 40 character. So I never
Oh,
leveled up that 25 character. So I'm just gonna delete the 25, and that'll be a 40.
all hunters though, right? For you.
All hunters. I'm not bothering with anything but hunters.
Although you know what, I've been playing with the hunter a lot more in the PvP,
Yeah.
and according to my stats, I play better as a hunter than other
What
three classes.
what do you call it? Subclass.
I start off with the Sunslinger
Right. I
because of
think you
Golden Gun.
have to. Yeah.
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 Right now I'm working on the Voidwalker because of the tether.
Yeah. The tether's not as good for PvP.
But I would like it for PvE though,
Yeah.
because when I was raiding with a couple of guys the other night, they're like, "You don't have a tether shot?" I'm like, "No, not yet. I just maxed out my Sunslinger."
Yeah. They're like, get out of here, noob.
Yeah. Well, I was doing a nightfall, and my light level for my hunter was like 301.
Okay.
So they were carrying me, the two other guys.
Right. Well, that's cool.
So I got a nice cape thingy. It was kind of cool.
Nicer than one I have.
I think so. I think you'll like it. You'll have to see it though. It's the flare cape. I don't know if you know who the flares were.
I do know who the fucking flare. Fuck you.
Yeah.
God, I've wanted that goddamn cape forever. Which color? Which color did you get?
I got the red one.
You motherfucker! Ah, God damn it!
And I got that doing a nightfall with my warlock.
I hate you. I hate you.
Well, I kept asking you wanted to play, and you're like, "Oh, I got the baby." I mean, you were busy. So
I do have the baby. Like that's.
I know.
That's life. So, all right. So while we were, not here, Sony held a conference.
Ooh.
And they announced some things. They announced the PlayStation Slim, which they said didn't exist, which I thought was funny.
Even though there's, up on eBay.
Yeah, and there were unboxing videos, like
actual unboxings of it. Yeah.
So what I don't like about the Slim, they took away the optical audio port.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So I don't get it. I don't. That I don't.
Is there a technical reason why they took it out?
Probably the same reason that there's no headphone jack. Right. It's
so
probably,
you're saying the PS4 Slim is waterproof?
No, not water resistant.
Sorry, water resistant.
Water resistant. But no, I don't know. Maybe it was a money thing. Maybe they don't have to pay the licensing fee for optical audio. But then this begs the question, because they've also now announced the PlayStation 4 Pro.
Yeah.
Which comes out in November.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the 10th, I think.
Yeah, the 10th, yeah.
Looks cool.
Which basically looks like a triple-decker PS4.
They added another layer. It's a tiramisu. I said that to Chris.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
So, another layer of 4K, basically, right?
It's like a razor blade. It's like
right.
Instead of 2 blades, you get 3 now.
There's 3 blades, and then next year it'll be 4 blades.
Exactly.
Right. And when will there be enough blades? So, okay. So, who's for this? Like, who? I know. I think I'm on record as saying that I like this idea for gaming.
Sorry.
That's okay. I mean, you could wait till we're done recording before you turn on the vibrator.
Yeah, I know.
Sal's really excited about this.
Sal's really excited about it. Like, I know I'm on record as saying that this is where video gaming's going. They want to be like these guys, the phones, and they want to have a new piece of hardware every year or every 2 years. Because I don't think they're going to do every year. I think they're going to do every 2 years. But that way, you don't have to upgrade every time, but you probably have to upgrade every 3 times.
Yeah.
So I like this concept. I like the idea that people who want to have bleeding edge can have bleeding edge.
Mm-hmm.
But what they've announced and what they're giving us, the price is good. Like, I mean, it's only $4.99 Canadian. I think it's $3.99 US. So it's only $100 more, give or take, than the regular PS4, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
And they say 4K. Now, I've looked at what it's doing, and it's doing 4K, but it's cheating. It's cheating 4K. So
That's a con.
Right. The other thing I don't like is that it's like I don't have I have a 4K TV, but I don't game on my 4K TV.
Hmm.
Right, I game on my monitor here. Now I've been thinking about getting a 4K monitor for a while, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeling it right now. But I just like for me, I'm the guy like I have an iPhone 7. This is an iPhone 7. But I don't feel the need to buy this PlayStation 4 Pro.
No, I think a lot of current PS4 owners are going to be in the same boat.
Right.
Unless they're buying it to give their PS4 to someone else. Like, I might consider buying it and giving my PS4 to my brother.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, for me, like they've said that games will run better in 1080p.
Mhm.
So you're going to be more likely to get 60 frames a second. But
Yeah.
now for me, I don't have the way I do with PC games. I have the option to turn things on and turn things off. Like I can turn on anti-aliasing, I can turn down
Yeah.
the resolution of shadows. Like these are the small things that give you a huge performance boost.
Hmm.
And I don't have that option in console gaming. So
Yeah.
so the developer makes those decisions for me. And this is where I run into the problem where well they're locking frame rates at 30. This is what they do. This is something that console or sometimes they lock them at 60, but usually it gets locked at 30 for console stuff. So if they're locking this stuff at 30, how am I going to get a better experience?
Yeah.
Like
That's good.
unless they push through an update and then you're playing the PS Pro version of the game.
Yeah, it's
I
like
think,
when you go
yeah,
in
that's what,
game, is there like a pro like option for you to choose?
No, I don't think you will have a choice.
No, eh?
No, because they don't want you to. They don't want you to have the choice. They don't want you to. They don't want it to be like PC where I can go in and make the game. I can, I could go into a game on my computer and make it run at 4 frames a second because I
Mhm.
just jack everything up that I shouldn't.
Mhm.
But
yeah.
it's
It
it's
doesn't make sense why they're selling the older PS4 and the newer PS4 at the same time.
what do you mean?
It's kind of like, well, they're releasing the PS4 Slim,
Right.
and then they're coming out with the PS4 Pro. It's the same thing with what Xbox is doing. They come out with the Xbox One S, but
Mm-hmm.
there's gonna make a better Xbox One next year. So why would you buy the Xbox One S?
Well, the
Well,
one that's right now is the only available SKU.
yeah, the One S is the only thing available now,
Oh,
and
so that's a
Whereas
new
the
thing.
PS4
Okay.
has the two SKUs.
right, the PS4 will have the regular PS4 and the PS4 Pro. And when Scorpio comes out, whatever they end up calling it, so obviously won't be called Scorpio, but
Yeah.
they will have two SKUs available then, and it's all about choice. They want to have, in the States, the PS4, the regular PS4 is $299, and the PS4 Pro is going to be $399. So that's good for them to have a sub 300 console, like so that way,
Mhm.
under $300 is a reasonable price, and they're going to do the same thing. Like this is their thing where they will have two to choose from, so that way you can get if you just kind of play games or you're buying it for your kids and they don't care, you can just buy the cheaper one. But if you're like hardcore, you will buy the more hardcore one. It's all about choice. To me, this makes sense. It's the same reason why there's six different iPhones available. There's 7 different Samsung Galaxies available.
Yeah.
Except
If
they'll blow
anything,
up your
this
house.
benefits those who don't have a PS4 yet.
Right. So, okay, so Mark, you have a PS4. Chances of you upgrading?
50-50.
50-50? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still undecided because one, like you said, I don't have a 4K TV,
Hmm.
so there's no push for me to go for
And
that. But
are you planning on doing the VR at all?
I might, and that's where I'm excited. Because if I do go VR, then I will have to get the Pro.
You don't have to. The
It
VR
makes sense though.
but the VR will work on current hardware perfectly. They've said
Yeah.
it's designed for this hardware.
Mhm.
Going forward, it might run into a problem like 2 years down the road,
Yeah,
but
and that's
as
why I
of
mean,
right now,
if I'm gonna get it, I might as well get
right.
the future-proof one.
Right. So here's the thing that I've been hearing. So one other controversy with it is it doesn't have 4K Blu-ray playback.
And that's what kills me.
It's ridiculous. My Xbox One S plays 4K
I know.
Blu-rays.
I know.
Like, how is this? Sony,
like
you
if
made
it was a
Blu-ray.
built-in 4K Blu-ray player, I'm
Right.
I'm leaning more towards
Right.
I'm buying it.
Right.
But it's not.
I already have a 4K Blu-ray player thanks to buying this Xbox One S.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, it's not a big deal because I already have one. But if I was the guy, like, there's a lot of people out there who only buy one system, like you. You only buy one system. Like, that's a big deal because now you got to go and buy a separate 4K Blu-ray player if you want 4K Blu-rays.
Yeah. Which thankfully, right now is not the mainstream, I guess, choice of discs.
Hollywood, yeah.
Yeah. So until that becomes a push like Blu-ray was, then I'll be happy just buying Blu-rays for now.
Right. But it would be nice.
It would be nice. Yeah.
It's because, like, for me, that's not a deal breaker, but it's one of those. It's a head scratcher.
Yeah, because I'm buying a console for $499 that doesn't come with the player, whereas I thought I was going to buy one with the player. So now I got to spend extra money to get the player.
That's right. So, what else was I gonna say? Fuck, I totally lost my train of thought.
4K Blu-ray.
Sal, you don't have a PS4 yet, right? No. Can't.
Sal, you're on mute. We can't hear you.
I think you're muted. Uh-oh. Hi. Yep.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you. Oh, no. Oh.
What happened to
Well, we didn't do it. Why are we getting the finger? So, all right. Well, what else do we want to talk about with the PS4?
Well, he said that, because you were talking last night about it, he said that if Nintendo doesn't show anything more about the NX...
There we go. Yep.
Okay, I don't know what there. I know it, like, the program kind of freaked out for a second, and I thought that was just lag, but yeah.
There we go. We're good. Okay.
Okay.
So, Sal.
So, hi.
Hi. Welcome back.
Thank
you do not own a PS4, correct?
Do not, no.
Okay. So
I'm gonna get one though.
You are gonna get one?
Actually, I'm kind of torn because, like, I want a PS4. Like I want to play a PS4, but then I also kind of want an Xbox One because I have all this backwards compatibility, like games I can play on it, and then with the games with gold, I got a bunch of Xbox One games. So like I'm kind of stuck between, the PS4 and the Xbox One, but
right.
Like I definitely want to.
If you wait till November and you walk into a store, which one are you buying?
See, that's also depends on if Nintendo shows their NX, which I still think it's going to be terrible, and I don't want anything to do with it. But like, I want to see what it's going to be like, and from there. Well, no way. I already said I was going to get a PS4, so I'm going to get a PS4. So I don't know.
But you're thinking Sal, not buying an NX?
I'm thinking about not buying an NX, and I'm thinking about buying a PS4 Pro.
I don't believe you. A Pro, nice, okay.
I want the Pro because why would I I don't want the Slim without the optical whatever audio.
Right, and do we know if the Pro has an optical audio?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
It should.
Okay.
From what I heard, yeah. But yeah, like if I'm gonna go into it, I'd rather go into it with like the latest, system. Wouldn't down the line, would they make it? Do you think they'd make it so that only PS4 Pro games will run?
There will be no PS4 Pro only games. Sony has said that if you make a game for PS4, it has to run on both.
Okay. Then I guess PlayStation 5 will be like the crazy 4K game system.
I don't think there's going to be a PlayStation 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because there's
our console game.
No, what's going to happen is they're going to stick with they're going to drop the numbers, and they're just going to release a new system every couple years. And it's just going to be the new PlayStation. Maybe they'll still call it PlayStation 5, but they're going to this whole like console generation thing is going away.
true. So
Hit your video button for
everything.
me, Sal.
Oh yeah, my computer's being weird. Yeah. So like everything from now on is just going to be like the incremental upgrades. You're saying?
Yes.
So then, wouldn't games stop working on the original PS4 if everything were to go that way?
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, but I mean, like you would do like
Okay.
6 or 8 years later, like like so I always go back to cell phones with it. So
Hmm.
the most current operating system for the iPhones will go back to like iPhone 5, I think, or even maybe 4S. So it goes back quite a way.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't expect the the consoles to go back that many generations, but I also only expect them to bring them out every 2 years. So I would say like every after so right now we're at PS4 and we have the PS4 Pro. So then in 2 years they'll bring out the next one. And then it'll be the next one that comes, so the one after the next one, that'll be when they say, okay, the original PS4 isn't going to run anything new. But the beauty is then we never have backwards compatibility again. You don't have to worry about this game doesn't run on these PS3 games don't run on PS4
So then,
because it's all going to
so
be the same architecture underneath.
so then everything from now on will always play on every future PS4. But then
That,
at the same time, like iOS, the developers can go back and decide, okay, let's make this game run on the original PS4 to like appease those people. Is that the
sure, yeah,
idea?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So,
Mhm.
I really do think that that this is good for the gaming industry, but I don't know how well gamers are gonna take it right now. So,
Yeah.
A lot of them are angry.
right, and the other
Yeah.
thing I think is that because in comparison to the specs of the Scorpio, what the
Yeah.
rumor is like that this is not even close to Scorpio.
No. No.
So
No.
what I
No.
have a
No.
feeling is that Sony's going to bring this out this year, and then Microsoft's going to bring out Scorpio, and then Sony will one up them the year after, and they'll just keep one upping each other year after year, and that'll be the way this goes until we all are in the ground dead.
Yeah.
So, or until someone finally
Huh.
is like, I made Super Console, and it's just like the console everybody goes to, and it's just
Yeah.
Or
one
That plays everything.
that plays
or
everything.
when they go to streaming eventually.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's. How reliable is Skype? How reliable
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
anything based on the internet? It's like,
Mm,
I'm okay with downloading a game and having it sit on my hard drive and playing it. I'm
yeah.
okay
Yeah.
with that. But when you get to the point where I'm sending, it's
Inputs.
never gonna
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
like. And then because then what happened? Oh, my internet went down. Now I can't play anything.
Yeah.
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 Right. So
Exactly.
I
Server
get
maintenance.
I get the concept. Yeah, server maintenance, DDoSes, all this shit. Like we don't live in a perfect world for the internet, so you can't do stuff like that and be like, oh, it'll be fine. Because it'll be up 99% of the time. Well, that 1% of the time is pretty goddamn annoying.
Yeah. And people for
Yeah.
reach, especially
Right.
in the internet.
Oh my god. The PSN was down a week ago, and I went on Twitter because I was just like, is it just me or is it everybody? I
Yeah.
went on Twitter, and people are like, just so like, what's the word I'm looking? Entitled. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, hey Sony, you better fix it. I took the day off work so I could play blah blah blah. And it's like, dude,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like I get
Yeah.
it. We pay a lot of money for PlayStation Plus, and we're gonna pay more soon.
Mhm.
And reminder, that's in 4 days. So get your PlayStation
Oh,
Plus
yeah.
accounts
Get those
up to
cards.
date. So,
Mm.
Yeah.
but yeah, like I understand that we pay a lot of money for it, but shit happens. Relax. So,
Yep.
anyways, anybody else got anything to say about the PlayStation 4 Pro or?
I
Are
think
we-
it's gonna
okay.
be cool.
So we're all thumbs up for it. Like we're all overall thumbs up for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Pass
no
fail. I give it a pass.
the no 4K Blu-ray is kind of weird, but otherwise we're like it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of it, but if I'm going to get a PS4 and I'm waiting till now, I'll get it because I don't know, I'm just kind of used to the whole, every 5 years you get a new box kind of system,
Right.
kind of like thing. But then like as you explained it, it's actually better. So then I don't know, man, changed my mind.
I
But
think they're thinking more long term, and
yeah,
they know that there's enough people out there that would buy it every 2 years, and they
Mhm.
know that they don't need everybody to upgrade every 2 years.
yeah,
So they just just do it, and they'll be fine, and your retailers will have trade-in programs and things like that that'll help you alleviate some of the cost if you want to be on the leading edge.
yeah. That'll be a thing. I don't know. I guess we were just kind of spoiled with 8 years of 360
Well, and
and
that's it.
PS3.
I had 9 years of
Nine,
360.
yeah, it's still going. There's still games coming out for it.
Just
I'm still,
barely. Just barely.
yeah,
NBA
barely,
NBA
but
came out for
mhm.
360, so you could play as what's his name? Paul George is on the cover.
Like
Oh,
there's
Yeah.
I have a 2016 Xbox 360 game, which is pretty cool. That's why I think that's pretty much why I bought it. But yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy. All right.
It's like
Anybody got any?
2005 technology. Anyway, keep going.
Anybody got any other news or stuff they want to discuss before we get out of
Um,
here for the week?
I found a crazy bone in my basement. Do you remember Crazy Bones? Is that a anybody remember Crazy Bones?
I'm
no.
36 years old, Sal.
It was a 90s thing. I don't know.
I'm 36 years old. I was a teenager in the 90s.
You didn't collect Crazy Bones?
No.
What the hell's Crazy Bones? Is that a
They're
video game
like
thing?
no,
It's
they're like these. They're like jacks,
So why
but
are
they
we
like have.
talking about it?
I don't know. You said you want. I thought it was cool. I don't know. It's kind of
Okay.
gaming related.
Is it?
How's it game related?
It's not really
Because
gaming
you
related.
would play games with. I don't know.
Oh, Sal.
It brought back memories. It made me happy.
Well, that's
Just
good. I'm
remembering.
glad you were happy.
Yeah. Now we can hashtag Crazy Bone this episode. See what.
Oh, perfect. There you go.
Oh wait. Actually, I don't think that word is a thing anymore. I think
Crazy.
it's more derogatory now. But yeah, whatever.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So now that we've completely fallen off the rails,
Good
um,
time.
if you have enjoyed this episode, go ahead and make sure you click that like button on YouTube because I know you're watching us on YouTube. Like and subscribe because that's the cool thing to do. If you like the audio, check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/interactivexp. We are on Twitter at interactivexp and Instagram
Oh
interactivexp
yeah. And Google
and
Plus.
Google Plus as well, whatever that is. I don't even think the Google Plus people know what that is anymore. And if you want to just get to everything, interactivexp.com. And we will catch you guys next week.